Ryan makes $72,000 a year. He is not broke. He pays his rent on time. He has a job he likes. He goes out on weekends. He feels, more or less, like he is doing okay. But at the end of every single month, Ryan has almost nothing left over. No matter how many times he checks his bank account, the number is always smaller than he expected. He has never missed a bill. He has never made a dramatic financial mistake. He has never blown his savings on something stupid. And yet, at 34 years old, Ryan has $4,200 in savings. So last spring, Ryan sat down with 3 months of bank statements and a highlighter and did something he had never done before. He added up every recurring charge, every subscription, every fee, every automatic payment he had agreed to at some point and completely forgotten about. The total: $1,340 per month. Not his rent, not his groceries, not his car. Those were separate. $1,340 every single month, leaving his account in small, quiet charges that he had stopped noticing years ago. Charges so small and so automatic that his brain had filed them under fine without ever questioning whether they still made sense. Annualized, $16,080 per year. Quietly, automatically, without Ryan's active participation. If Ryan had invested that $16,080 every year for the past 10 years inside a TFSA earning 8%, he would have $233,000 today instead of $4,200. Today we are going through every single category. We are naming the specific charges. We are giving you the exact alternatives. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly where your money is going and exactly how to redirect it towards something that actually builds wealth. Here is what we are covering. Thing 1, the subscription trap. The average Canadian is paying for more subscriptions than they think. I will show you the exact number and the 2-minute audit that recovers hundreds of dollars immediately. Thing 2, the banking fee disaster. The big 5 banks are charging Canadians billions of dollars every year in monthly fees, transaction fees, and minimum balance traps. There is a completely free alternative that most Canadians don't know exists. Thing 3, the insurance overpayment. Car insurance, home insurance, life insurance. Most Canadians are significantly overpaying on at least one of these and have never once called to renegotiate. Thing 4, the credit card interest spiral. If you carry a balance on a Canadian credit card, even a small one, you are paying one of the highest interest rates in the developed world. I will show you exactly how much it is costing you and the one move that eliminates it. Thing 5, the convenience premium. The daily spending habits that feel harmless individually, but collectively, drain $400 to $600 a month from Canadians who never see it coming. And the chapter I have been saving, the redirect strategy. What happens when you take every dollar recovered from these 5 categories and point it at a single financial goal? The 12-month transformation that changes everything. I'm Grace from Money Glow Up. This is education, not financial advice. Talk to a licensed professional before making any major financial decisions. Let's get into it. Let's start with the one that is most underestimated. According to recent data, the average Canadian household spends between $300 and $500 per month on subscriptions. That is not a typo. $300 to $500 every month on subscriptions. Here is how it happens. You sign up for Netflix during a free trial. You add Disney Plus when a show comes out. You grab Spotify so you can listen offline. You add Amazon Prime for the free shipping. You get Crave for one specific series. You join a fitness app in January. You subscribe to a meal planning service you use for 3 weeks. You signed up for iCloud storage because your phone ran out of space. You get Adobe for one project. You add YouTube Premium because the ads got annoying. You join a LinkedIn Premium trial and forget to cancel. None of these feel like big decisions. They are $8 here, $14 there, $16.99 somewhere else. Your brain categorizes them as small. But small multiplied by many and divided by your attention span becomes something very different. Let me give you the real Canadian list with current prices. Netflix Standard with ads, $9.99. Without ads, $20.99. Disney Plus, $11.99. Crave, $19.99. Amazon Prime, $9.99 per month or $99 per year. Spotify, $11.99. YouTube Premium, $13.99. Apple iCloud 200 gigabytes, $3.99. 2 terabytes, $12.99. Adobe Creative Cloud, $89.99 per month for the full suite. Microsoft 365, $10.99 per month. LinkedIn Premium, $59.99 per month. Gym membership unused, $30 to $60 per month. Meal kit service, $80 to $120 per month. News subscriptions, Globe and Mail, Toronto Star, National Post, $10 to $25 each. Add up just the streaming services, Netflix, Disney Plus, Crave, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube Premium, that is $88 per month, $1,056 per year. For entertainment that in many cases overlaps significantly. Now add iCloud, Microsoft, a fitness app, a meal kit, one news subscription. You're at $250 per month before you have bought a single coffee. Here is the audit. Open your banking app right now. Go to your last 3 months of transactions. Filter by recurring charges. Write down every single one. Ask yourself 3 questions for each one. Did I use this in the past 30 days? Would I actively choose to resubscribe to this today if the free trial was ending? Is there a free or cheaper alternative that does the same thing? If the answer to any of these is no, cancel it today, not later. Today. Before you finish this video, the specific recoveries most Canadians find immediately: gym membership being used 0 to 2 times per month. Cancel. Walk outside. Use YouTube workouts. Save $40 to $60 per month. Duplicate streaming services. Pick 2 maximum. Cancel the rest. Save $30 to $60 per month. iCloud storage. Export photos to Google Photos free tier or an external hard drive once. Downgrade your plan. Save $10 to $13 per month. LinkedIn Premium. Unless you are actively job searching or in B2B sales, this is almost never worth $60 per month. Cancel. Save $60 per month. Meal kit services. These are the most expensive per-serving food options available in Canada. A HelloFresh box costs roughly $12 to $14 per serving. Cooking the same meal from grocery store ingredients costs $3 to $5. Save $80 to $120 per month. Conservative estimate of what the average Canadian recovers from the subscription audit alone: $150 to $300 per month. Annualized: $1,800 to $3,600. Invested in a TFSA at 8% over 20 years, $88,000 to $176,000. From canceling things you forgot you were paying for. This one makes me genuinely angry on your behalf. The big 5 Canadian banks, RBC, TD, BMO, Scotiabank, CIBC, collectively generate billions of dollars every year from account fees charged to regular Canadians. Monthly account fees, transaction fees, Interac e-transfer fees, minimum balance fees, overdraft fees, ATM fees, paper statement fees. Let me show you what a typical Canadian pays at one of the big 5. RBC's Signature no-limit banking account, $16.95 per month. Unlimited transactions. Includes some features: but $16.95 every single month whether you use it or not. TD's all-inclusive banking plan, $29.95 per month. BMO's premium plan, $30 per month. At $16.95 per month, that is $203 per year. For a bank account, for the privilege of storing your own money in their building and earning essentially zero interest on it while they lend it out at 6 and 7%. At $29.95 to $359 per year. Now multiply this across a working life. If you pay $20 per month in banking fees from age 25 to 65, that is $9,600 in banking fees. Invested instead at 8%, $62,000. You paid $9,600 to a bank that was simultaneously earning money from your deposits, and you got a debit card and some free Interac transfers in return. Here is what most Canadians do not know. There are completely free checking accounts available in Canada right now that offer unlimited transactions, free Interac e-transfers, no minimum balance, and no monthly fee. 0. EQ Bank, free checking and savings. Currently paying meaningful interest on the checking balance, no fees. Simple AI Financial, free checking account, no monthly fee. Unlimited transactions. PC Financial is similar. Tangerine, free checking, no monthly fee. Wealth Simple Cash, no fees, high interest on the balance, the best Interac e-transfer experience available. The objection I always hear, but I need to go into a branch sometimes. Fair. But how often do you actually go into a branch? For most Canadians under 45, the answer is 2 to 4 times per year. You can keep a no-fee account as your primary account and maintain a basic account at your bank for the rare branch visit. The math still works massively in your favor. Switch your primary banking to a no-fee account. Redirect the $15 to $30 per month saved. That is $180 to $360 per year. Every year. For the rest of your working life, insurance is the most socially acceptable overpayment in Canada. Nobody talks about renegotiating it. Nobody compares it annually. Most Canadians set it up once and renew automatically for the rest of their lives, accepting whatever increase their insurer sends them each year without question. This is an expensive habit. Let me walk through the 3 main categories. Car insurance. The average Canadian pays approximately $1,700 per year for auto insurance. In Ontario, the most expensive province, the average is over $2,000. In BC, under ICBC, government monopoly, rates vary significantly by driver history and location. Here's the thing about car insurance. It is one of the most competitive markets in Canada. There are dozens of providers. Rates for the exact same driver with the exact same car and the exact same coverage vary by hundreds of dollars per year between insurers. The average Canadian who shops their car insurance annually saves $300 to $700 per year, every year, without reducing coverage, just by calling 3 competitors and letting their current insurer know they received better quotes. When did you last shop for your car insurance? If the answer is more than 12 months ago, you are almost certainly overpaying. Home or tenant insurance. Same principle, same competitive market, same lack of shopping by most Canadians. Bundling your home and auto with the same insurer typically generates a 10 to 15% discount. Increasing your deductible from $500 to $1,000 typically reduces your premium by 10 to 20%. The average Canadian recovers $200 to $400 per year by reviewing their home insurance annually. Life insurance. This one is different. Most Canadians with employer-provided group life insurance are paying for coverage they are dramatically overinsured on, or paying for coverage they could get cheaper through a term policy purchased independently. If you are under 40, in good health, and not a smoker, a 20-year term life insurance policy for $500,000 in coverage costs approximately $25 to $40 per month in Canada. That is it. $25 to $40. Many Canadians are paying $100 to $200 per month for whole life or universal life insurance products sold to them by commission-based advisors. The difference in cost between term and whole life, invested independently over 30 years, is staggering. Total insurance recovery potential: $500 to $1,100 per year. From making 3 phone calls and spending 2 hours comparing quotes. This is the most expensive item on this list, and the most urgent. Canadian credit cards charge interest rates between 19.99% and 29.99% per year. On purchases, on balance transfers, on cash advances. The big bank credit cards cluster around 19.99% to 22.99%. Retail cards and store cards, the Bay, Canadian Tire, PC Financial in some configurations, can reach 29.99%. These are extraordinary interest rates. They are among the highest legal consumer interest rates in the developed world. Here is what carrying a balance actually costs you. Average Canadian credit card balance carried month to month, approximately $4,200. At 19.99% annual interest, that is $840 per year in interest charges. On money you already spent. On things you may no longer have or use. But here is the insidious part. Credit card interest compounds monthly. The 19.99% annual rate is applied as approximately 1.65% per month. If you only make minimum payments, a $4,200 balance at 19.99% takes over 20 years to pay off and costs you more than $8,000 in total interest. You pay for that $4,200 of spending 3 times. The 3-step elimination plan. Step 1. Stop adding to the balance. This sounds obvious, but it's the step most people skip. You cannot drain a bathtub with the tap still running. Freeze the card if you have to. Switch to a debit card for all spending until the balance is gone. Step 2. Transfer the balance. Several Canadian credit cards offer 0% or low-rate balance transfer promotions for new cardholders, typically 6 to 12 months at 0% to 3.99%. Transfer your existing high-interest balance to one of these cards and make aggressive payments during the promotional period. The interest you save funds the payoff. Step 3. Avalanche or snowball. If you have multiple cards, use either the avalanche method, pay the highest interest card first, or the snowball method, pay the smallest balance first for psychological momentum. Both work. The best one is the one you will actually stick to. Once the balance is gone, treat your credit card as a debit card with rewards. Spend only what you can pay in full every month. The interest rate becomes irrelevant when the balance is 0. Eliminating a $4,200 balance saves you $840 per year in interest immediately. Redirected to a TFSA at 8% over 20 years, $41,000. This is the one people push back on the most. And I understand why. Because it feels like I am about to tell you to stop enjoying your life. I am not. I am going to show you the math and let you decide what is worth it. The convenience premium is the gap between what something costs when you buy it ready-made versus what it costs when you make it yourself or plan for it slightly in advance. Let me run the Canadian numbers. Coffee. A large coffee at Tim Hortons, $2.99. At Starbucks, $6.50 to $8.50 depending on the drink. At an independent cafe, $4.50 to $6. A bag of quality whole bean coffee from a Canadian roaster, $20 to $25 for 340 grams. That makes approximately 20 to 25 cups at home. Cost per cup, 85 cents to $1. If you buy 1 coffee per workday at $5 average, that is $1,300 per year. At home, $260 per year. Difference, $1,040 per year. I am not saying never buy a coffee outside. I am saying, are you doing it because you love it or because you never thought about it? Lunch. The average Canadian who buys lunch at work spends $12 to $18 per meal. 5 days a week, $60 to $90 per week. $3,120 to $4,680 per year. Bringing lunch from home, batch-cooked meals, or last night's leftovers costs $2 to $4 per meal. $520 to $1,040 per year. Difference, $2,600 to $3,640 per year. From one meal per day. Delivery apps: Uber Eats, DoorDash, Skip the Dishes. The average Canadian order is $35 to $45 in food. Delivery fee $3 to $8. Service fee $4 to $7. Tip $5 to $8. Total with fees: $50 to $70 for food that cost $35. The markup on delivery app orders is 30 to 50% before fees. Then you add the fees. Then the tip. A $35 meal becomes a $65 experience delivered to your couch. 2 orders per week, $130 per week, $6,760 per year. On food that could be ordered for pickup at the restaurant price, saving the $30 per order in fees and inflated menu prices. Grocery delivery: Instacart, Voila, PC Express delivery. The delivery fee, service fee, and the fact that delivery shoppers choose the most expensive size of everything adds $15 to $30 per shop. Twice a week, $1,560 to $3,120 per year in premium versus driving to the store yourself. The convenience premium totals. Even modest reduction in these 4 categories. Coffee, save $50 per month. Lunch, save $100 per month. Delivery apps, reduce from twice to once per week, save $130 per month. Grocery delivery, switch to pickup, save $60 per month. Total monthly recovery, $340. Annualized, $4,080. Invested in a TFSA at 8% over 20 years, $200,000. From coffee, lunch, DoorDash, and grocery delivery. Okay, let's add everything up. Subscription audit, save $200 per month conservative estimate. Banking fees eliminated, save $20 per month. Insurance renegotiated, save $75 per month. Credit card interest eliminated, save $70 per month. Convenience premium reduced, save $340 per month. Total monthly recovery, $705. Annual recovery, $8,460. Now here's the redirect. You take that $705 per month and you split it 3 ways. $583 per month goes straight into your TFSA, invested in XEQT or VEQT. That is the maximum annual TFSA contribution of $7,000 divided by 12. Maxed every year. From money you were already spending and not noticing. $83 per month goes to your FHSA if you're a first-time buyer. That is $1,000 per year toward your $8,000 annual limit. Tax-deductible going in. Tax-free coming out. $39 per month goes to your RRSP, small but consistent. Building the habit and the balance simultaneously. That is a fully funded TFSA, a growing FHSA, and a growing RRSP, funded entirely from money that was previously leaving Ryan's account in charges he had stopped noticing. Now let's run Ryan's numbers. He is 34. He redirects $705 per month starting today. He does not get a raise. He does not change jobs. He does not make a single dramatic financial move. At 44, 10 years from now, his TFSA alone is worth approximately $107,000. His FHSA, if he buys a home, contributed tax-free to his down payment. His RRSP, growing quietly. Total net worth at 44, approximately $180,000 to $220,000. From canceling subscriptions, switching banks, calling his insurance company, paying off his credit card, and making coffee at home 4 days a week. At 34, he had $4,200. At 44, he has $200,000. Not from earning more, not from getting lucky, from redirecting money that was already his, that he had simply stopped paying attention to. Here is your action plan. 5 things. Do 1 today. 1. Open your banking app. Go to recurring charges. Highlight every subscription. Cancel anything you haven't used in 30 days. 2. Google No-Fee Checking Account Canada. Open an EQ Bank or Wealthsimple Cash account. Move your direct deposit. 3. Call your car insurance company today. Tell them you are shopping around. Ask for their best rate. Then actually shop around. Spend 2 hours. Save $400. 4. Look at your credit card balance right now. If it is greater than 0, make a plan today. Not next month. Today. 5. Track your spending for 1 week. Every coffee, every lunch, every delivery order. Just look at it. Awareness is the first move. The money is already there. Ryan found $16,080 per year in charges he had stopped noticing. You will find something too. Drop your biggest silent money drain in the comments. The thing you just realized you're still paying for that you need to cancel. I'll reply to every single one. I'm Grace. This is Money Glow Up, and I'll see you in the next one.